What are you taking next year?
I'm taking AP Gov and AP Psych.
Okay. Amu, on the left, go ahead. What AP classes have you taken?
I've taken AP Bio. I've also taken 2 AP Bio and what else? Yeah.
And are you taking any APs next year?
AP Stats and AP Psych.
Okay. All right. Do any of you have questions for them? Thank you.
AP Bio?
Can you repeat the question?
How much teacher you have?
I think we're all getting Tuesday actually.
So it's a lot of like your own, like you have to be very independent in that class. Like you can't like rely on her to teach you everything. So like when she goes over like whatever in class, you have to go home and review it. If you don't review at home, it's gonna hurt you a lot. So like you just have to stay on top of your stuff. Her class is easy overall. Just like if you like the labs are easy, but like her tests are a little bit hard. But if you like go back home and review everything that she taught you that day, you'll be fine.
So before we start doing more questions, if you guys had a statement about why you decided to take AP classes and your experience before we get into questions.
So why did you decide to take an AP class?
Well, it's not that I decided. Miss Prada encouraged me to take an AP class. Because she told me that like colleges looked into that, so I was like, I don't want to take it. But then I took AP World, and during AP World I didn't want to be there, but I stood by it, and it was great.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can come in.
Go ahead, you guys.
So I've been in Avid for all 4 years now, and like I was in Avid in middle school too. So like Ms. Parades like always encouraged us to take AP classes because AP classes are a little bit more harder, but like when you apply to colleges, they look at you like trying to work hard and getting through everything and like passing. So that's why I decided to take them.
What was the most difficult thing you found when you first got into the class? Sophomore year, AP World, you're brand new.
AP World, the work. It's a lot of work. Like, a lot of work.
Well, she had Mr. Harrison. I had S4.
She has less work.
Yeah, we didn't have any homework at all. Well, only sometimes.
So does that mean you don't do the homework?
No, you still do it. Like, there's a lot of reading. You have to read it. Like, if you do not read it, you're going to most likely fail the class.
But the thing about Harrison, his tests are easy. So, like, you did all the work, but, like, it didn't help too well. Yeah. It's just a lot of work. So you have, like, a packet due every Thursday, I think. And, like, in the packet, it's vocab. You have to do an outline of the chapter, answer questions, and all this stuff. And, like, outlining chapters are crazy.
And you have a week to do it, right?
Yeah, you have a week to do it.
So how did you?
Sometimes, if your other classes, like, you have to, like, focus on, like, time management a lot. Because if, like, you're focusing more on your other classes and you're not focusing on your AP class, like, you won't get your work done.
So what strategies did you guys use to manage your time? What are some things you did to help you, like, because you get the assignment on Monday, right? And you have a week to do it. So how did you, like, break it up?
I did outlines. I didn't do any proof work. But what I did was I would take the weekends advantage. Like, I don't care if I had to do, like, hang out with your friends. Like, that was the least of my concerns because, honestly, yes, your friends are going to be there, but I think you should put your AP class ahead of everything else because, I mean, they're not going to help you get college.
At the end of the day,
Your friends aren't going to help you. They're not going to help you get into college, and they're not going to be paying for your
at the
college.
end of the day, when you graduate high school, you have to think about, like, how you want your future. If you spend every weekend and every day going out with your friends, what are you going to do later? Like, they're not going to be there forever. That's, like, reality. But, like, the way I did my work is, like, I do one day, like, per class. And, like, if I had, like, a week to do something, I would just, like, do one day and then, like, skip a day and do the next day. Because, like, I get really bored easily. So then I couldn't do all of it at once, and I couldn't, like, go focus on doing like all of it together. Yeah.
So just skipping days.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be like me, where like I would just go, oh yeah, like the first 3 months of AP World, I wouldn't do my work until like it was due the next day, and that was really bad because like.
And don't underestimate your workload. I did that a lot. She's like, oh, I can do it later. Yeah, that was what happened.
If you have the time to do it, do not just go on Netflix and watch whatever you're gonna do. Do your work, please.
Netflix and chill.
Grey's Anatomy.
What else was I gonna ask you guys? Something. Do you have any other questions?
Can you think of anything that came up? I mean, this is a different group than we did last time.
Okay, so you get your progress report and you have a D.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys, you get your progress report and you're probably gonna get a D at some point in an AP class. It's just the reality. They both have experienced that. It's reality. Most kids are gonna get a D at some. You're not gonna. That won't be your final grade, but like you'll get a progress report that your parents are gonna see. So how do you overcome that?
Cry? I'm just kidding.
What are some things you did to like bring your grade up?
Talk to your teacher. Like, your teachers are very helpful, and most of them, they understand, like, that you're, like, really trying and you really want to pass your class. So if you talk to them and ask them for additional help, they'll, like, always be there. Yeah.
Don't be shy.
And there's tutoring and L22 to help you. We'll have times set up for your teachers where you can go and do studying with them. I'll be kind of looking over how you're doing. So if I see that you're struggling, I might call you and have a little chat with you to see what we can do, how I can help you. So I just want you guys to know you're not alone. Okay, that's part of what this is you've got help and support. Okay?
What other strategies helped you guys get by in the class that you feel comfortable sharing?
I struggled a lot in Truesdale's. Like, a lot. And I struggled, like, I couldn't, like, pass my test. Like, my class, like, everything else was fine, but I couldn't pass my test. Like, everything I learned, like, it just, like, wasn't, like, in the test. Like, you know, you have that one teacher that doesn't put anything on the test. So, like, the way I started doing stuff, I started, like, asking her to, like, give me, like a breakdown of what is going to be on the test. Because, like, she gives you, like, a key point, like, each week. Like, because we have quizzes every Friday. But, like, that key point, like, it's, like, so broad, like, you don't know what to study. So then I would, like, get closer to her and, like, talk to her about, like, what I'm struggling on and, like, what I need help with. And she was, like, very helpful.
What else? Didn't you use Khan Academy?
Oh, yeah, Khan Academy helps.
Do you guys know what Khan Academy is?
Yes.
It's really useful in an AP class because it goes way more in depth than your teacher can, you know.
And Ms. Truesdale, I mean, most of these AP teachers are very available for you.
Yeah.
They are.
She was, like, available every single day after school, every single morning, lunchtime, brunch, like, whenever. And, like, she was also a former Avid student, Avid teacher, I mean. So she, like, really helped. Like, when you came to her, she understood your problems. Because, like, she had students that were struggling in, like, the way we are.
And by the way, both of them passed all their AP classes. So even though they struggled and, you know, had D's and F's during the semester, they overcame that.
They had F's too?
You know, the thing with AP classes is most of your grade is the test.
Most of your grade is going to stay at F till, like, the final grades. Like, your grades are not going to change from an F. If you look on School Loop, it's going to be F.
And one other thing to keep in mind is that when an assignment is due, it's due that day. You cannot turn it in late for less credit. You have to turn it in when it's due, or you get a 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep that in mind. You have to turn things in on time.
And remember, as Victoria said, even if your teacher's not collecting your homework, Like if you have Mr. Escobar or some of the other AP history teachers, they're not going to collect your homework ever. You'll never get credit for that work, right? It's like 1% of your grade. Literally, that's how much homework is worth. But you still need to do it because that's how you are successful in the class. It's like really, you have to be really independent to get it.
Even if you don't do it, like your grade's gonna drop dramatically, even if it's like 2%.
Yeah.
It's
Can you talk about the actual test? Like what did you use to prepare and study for taking the actual tests?
The AP test?
The AP tests, yeah. Or let's start with the weekly tests. What do you do?
So for Mr. Escobar, like he would give us a test on Monday, and then if you don't pass that, then you have to take it again on Friday. But he gives you like sessions after school. You go and then like review what the test was about and what was the answers. But you have to go in depth. So if you like say, oh, the answer is C, and you have to tell him why the answer is C, and you're talking to your groups, and you're basically just like it's like a group study. So that really helped me a lot.
And that's, you have to go after school. You, like, you know, this is a huge time commitment. It's not just you go to class and that's it. These two students up here, they took the extra time to go see their teacher, go to study groups, meet people in their class. Go ahead, what were you going to say? How do you prepare for your weekly test?
In Harrison, he gave you a chapter review, a study guide, and like just like looking over each like, so you look at like the main point in each question, and that really helped.
Okay, and how did you guys prepare for the actual AP exam?
Those, what are those books called?
I don't know. A study book?
Yeah, like a study book from like Amazon. They help. Like it's like $10 on Amazon, and like don't review at the last minute. Just go through that book the whole year. Cause like my freshman year, I got that book like the beginning of the year, and I didn't touch it till like a week before the test. Sophomore year, sorry. And I didn't touch it like a week before the test, and it was all bad because I was trying to go through the whole book in like a week, and it's like thick, but that book helps you so much. It's like exactly like the test.
Does anyone have any questions for our students?
No one's curious about anything?
We don't know about that yet because we still haven't taken it until this year.
Has someone taken AP Psych already in this group? From what I've seen of people coming into the lab to study, it is a lot of memorization and vocabulary.
Going back, one young lady took the world history AP exam, so we were also going to talk to her about her experience with the AP world history, right? Okay, spit it out.
It was kind of hard for me because the class is easy, but like the essays were like mostly killing me because you have to do it at a certain time and stuff.
Timed essays are also part of the test. Do you guys want to talk about, I forgot about the writing part. How do you prepare for the essays?
Well, the way Harrison did it, like each week he would give you an essay, and like he would like put like in depth what you did wrong, so like you know like, oh, this is what I'm not doing right, and like yeah. And he gave us outlines.
I didn't really. It was my first AP class. I was really shy. I didn't know what to like say or do, so I was telling about it. Oh, what do I tell him? Like, Mr. Escobar, like I don't know what he's gonna say or what he's gonna do. Yeah, but just like talk to your teachers. They'll help you.
You don't have to be scared, right?
Yeah.
You learned that lesson.
And then, like,
Introduce
in
yourself.
class, I used to feel like really stupid. Like I used to feel like I don't know anything. Like all these people around me, they know everything. Don't feel that way because just the way you're struggling, the person next to you is struggling too. Just because they don't like, they think they know stuff, they're acting. But like if you try, you'll get it too. Like if you talk and you like get to talk to people, like they're feeling the same way you are. Like honestly don't feel stupid or like dumb in class because I felt that way the whole time in AP Bio. I was like the youngest person in my class, so like it was very difficult for me to like talk to them because they were like group of friends because they were like seniors, and I felt like I didn't know anything, but like they were struggling just as much as I was in the end.
Does anyone else have questions?
The young man over
Oh,
there.
yes. Ariel, go ahead.
Did you make notes for every chapter?
Oh, good question.
For AP Bio.
His question is, do you take notes for every chapter?
Yeah, like whenever she's talking, always have like a pencil and a book or like binder paper on you because whatever she says is important, and it's like even if she says it's not going to be on the test, you never know. So, because like that happened to me a couple times and I didn't write it down, and then I was like, what the heck? Like, why is this on here? But like, yeah, I did.
Did you guys take notes from the textbook?
Sometimes.
Or outlines or, Cornell notes on what you were reading?
Yeah, I took Cornell's for like the textbook.
Yeah, I didn't do that because it was for AP class and I didn't know what to do. So yeah, so AP World was. But you learn from your experience, so don't be
Yeah.
afraid of the AP class just because it's hard.
And take notes.
Yeah, take a lot of notes. Something I didn't do, but I did it for AP Spanish.
So if you could go back, you would take more notes on lecture and reading.
Whatever the teacher says comes out of his mouth, even if he's not writing it, like just take notes.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Do
my
it.
test.
Okay. Any other questions?
How do you stay organized?
Keep your binder organized. Because like we're an Avid, we're both an Avid, and Amir's also an Avid. We're all an Avid, and we have to keep our binder organized. So we have to like separate a subject from a subject. But what I did for AP World was I had a different binder for that because like I was like in a struggle class. So what I would have to like have handbooks, lectures, outlines, and I would just study off of that.
What about you? What about like, how would you stay organized like throughout the day?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you do to stay organized? With like time management, balancing everything.
Throughout the day. Okay, so when I had a test for one of my AP classes, I would go crazy in the morning. Just a little bit. And then like whenever I had open time, I would just review a little bit. And like having like all your stuff in like chronological order like really helped. Like, yeah.
Does that answer your question? Okay. Are there any other questions? Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.